What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike, here with another school update. So, it's the start of week 5. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm already, 5 weeks into this semester. I have 7 weeks left, not including this week, and then I have just one semester left and then I'm done. It's crazy to believe. But with that comes the stress, because as the shirt says, your boy is permanently tired. So, yeah, so just want to, give you guys a little brief update. So I sent out my part 2 of my paper to my committee members, back in the beginning of January, because in order to be accepted into the practicum, you have to do like 3 separate parts to kind of like make the practicum stage a little bit easier. We have to have like a introductory statement. We have to have like your topic. It's like a couple parts that we have to do, you know, before we actually get started. So we have to do like 4 different parts for part 1, and then we turn it into our teacher and just say, either work on this or go ahead and start on part 2. For part 2, we had to find our 4 committee members. We had to have 15 topics, and those 15 topics have to be enough meat, if you will, to be able to account for 10 pages of work. So a lot of paper, a lot of writing to do. So like, you know what? I know that this is going to be a pretty heavy lift, so let me go ahead and get this out to people as soon as I possibly can, so I can get ahead of things. Because again, I'm taking a class this semester, wanted to kind of get ahead of things, just to be safe. So I sent it to in the beginning of January, sent it to all 4 people, and then I was like, I don't want to rush people, because again, I know people are busy, people have lives to do. So I'm like, people have things to do. So I heard back from one of my committee members. It was like in like 2 or 3 days. It was super fast. Heard from another committee member about 2.5 weeks ago. I heard from another committee member about 2 weeks ago, but they didn't have the correct information. So my teacher said, okay, go ahead and fix this information and then turn it back in. So I'm still waiting for them to turn it back in. And then my last committee member, got super busy. So things fell through the cracks. So reached back out to him today. I went ahead and resent the information that he needs to look over. So I'm just waiting for that part to happen. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for him to get back to me, because this part of the paper is due on the 9th. However, I did let my teacher know. I was like, hey, just to let you know, this is what's going on. I went ahead and sent to this person. They got lost in the shuffle, blah 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 blah, but they're going to work on it. She said okay. So just kind of like just to give her a heads up in case of things are late, because she already saw that I already had communication with at least 3 people, because they've sent emails. So she knows that I've been in communication with people already. So I think that's a pretty good thing. Just let your teachers know, it's like, hey, this is where I'm at. So I'm kind of excited about this paper. It's weird. I'm excited. I'm nervous. Kind of stressed about it, because I'm excited because it means I'm that much closer to being done. I'm a little nervous because I know that things have specific due dates, and the part 3, I didn't read everything about it, but I know that we have to do like our first 5 pages of work for this paper. And if I'm not mistaken, the paper is going to be about 25 pages, maybe a little bit more. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to double check. I think it's supposed to be about 25 to 30 pages total, something around there. But no, it's a good little lift. However, it's like, this is pretty cool, because this is my 3rd big assignment, and my goal actually is I'm probably going to see if I can get them all bound in like one thing. I think that's pretty cool for my internship paper, my paper for my community service project, and then this paper. I'm gonna try to get them all bound together, because that's a lot of work. I don't remember how long my internship paper was. I think it was probably close to 20 pages or so. So that was close to 20 pages. My community health project paper, that was over 40 pages, including the cover page, the references, and all that stuff. And then, this is a variation of that. It's still going to be a pretty heavy lift, and I think it's going to be different enough that I should be able to get put it into like its own section, if you will. So, my goal is to get all these three things bound together somehow, whether it's like a hard cover or something like that. I'll figure out. I'm in a couple of different groups on Facebook. I've seen people get their stuff bound together, so I'm going to ask them how they got their stuff bound together. If I should, bind all this stuff together. I think that'll be a pretty cool idea, and that probably depends on how much it costs and all that stuff. I'll probably give away to some people. Of course, I don't have a copy. Send a copy to my parents, probably my sister, and probably to my 4 committee members, and there's probably some like at least a couple other people I'm gonna give a copy to, again, depending on how the process works and everything like that. Those are just like some quick thoughts I'm thinking of. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna do at least like 6 or 7 copies of it. We'll see how much it costs, but I'll keep you guys updated. So like I said, I'm a little nervous, a little excited, because even though I told her like, hey, this is what's going on, I don't want to not be able to get into the class because I missed the due date. Even though she knows I'm in contact with my teacher, but I don't want this paper. I don't want to be pushed back because of the due date. Because I'm like, oh, come on, it's like one more semester, one extra semester that I actually didn't need to do, type thing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, so we'll see what happens with that. So that's a part of this class, and part of the honor society that I think I told you guys about. So we needed 8 recommendations to be for the honor society. That's one of the requirements. With 8 recommendations, you need to attach your CV or a cover letter or your resume. I know you need to attach your resume. I think it's your resume and or your CV. So I'm gonna do my resume, my 8 references, and then it says if you have like any supporting documents or like anything that you've done well with your work, so on and so forth, attach that also. Right now, I actually have 9 references. I'm actually waiting for a 10th one to come in, so I have a little bit extra. But I think it's just gonna boost up my status a little bit. So I was talking to my counselor, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. I know that we only needed 8. However, I have 9. I'm waiting for 1 more. Should I go ahead and turn my application in now? Should I wait? And she said, well, it's not due until they're not going to be looking at it until like June or July, so you have plenty of time. So like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'll see how long I want to wait. Probably wait until March, maybe, because that teacher plenty of time to look at things. I know that she was kind of waiting for a little bit. I think people are busy. Particularly teachers. People got stuff to do, and I don't blame you. So I was gonna wait for a little bit. Give her some plenty of time to work on it, and probably like at the end of the semester, go ahead and get my stuff together. I have 2 supporting documents already, and I have my resume loaded on my computer already, so I can just go ahead and put everything together, ship it off. I think I have to do write like a little paragraph about why we think we should be accepted to the Honor Society, and I'm going to use the stories I told you guys. My struggles with academia, my struggles with activity like weight management. I'm just kind of use that as a reason why I should be invited. Send an invite to the Honor Society. So I'm hoping that that's good enough. I think it will be, because again, your boy's been through some stuff, and I'm still sitting here fighting as much as I can. My mind goes blank. Sometimes I'm sitting here doing work, and my mind will literally just stop. It's really weird. It's like I'm either thinking about everything or nothing at the same time. It's so weird. It's like I'll think of people like, oh yeah, what are you thinking about? I'm like, at what time? Like, I can tell you legit like 5 different things I'm thinking about right now. To be honest, it's like, oh, I'm thinking about this, and this, and then because I'm thinking about this, then my mind goes over here. Because I'm thinking about this, my mind goes over here. So it's just a constant rabbit trail. Just my brain just going everywhere at the same time. It's a lot, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm going to wait a little bit until I do that. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing. And with the main class I'm in right now, so good news, but kind of like dang news. So I'm in it. So we have like group projects. So we have like one main group project that we have to do. And then we have like I think two other like big projects we have to do, like relatively big, that we have to do for this class. And for the big group project, we're in groups of 5. However, two of my classmates, they're looking over the syllabus. They're looking over a class that they did previously, and they're like, "Why do these seem like so familiar? Like these seem like almost exactly identical." And they were told that they needed to take this class, so that no, of course they signed up for it because you want to make sure that you're taking the classes so you can graduate. So I'm like, hey, I completely understand it. But looking at the syllabus and everything like that, they're like, this seems so familiar. This is very closely related. So they were talking with our teachers, and they were talking with one of the other teachers. I forgot how high they had to go to, but thankfully the class that they already took actually counts for credit for this class, so you don't have to take this class. So I'm like, congratulations, that's huge. That's a time save, that's a money save, because classes are not cheap at all. So I'm like, hey, that's a huge time save. I'm glad for you guys. You guys get your money back. Get some time back, so on and so forth. So I'm like, congratulations. Da, 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 da. So happy for them. I'm like, dang, that means I got more work to do. Crap. So we had 5 sections for our paper that we had to do. And there was 5 of us, so we each were going to take a section. However, there's now 3 of us. So 2 of us are going to take 2 sections each. One person is going to take a section. They're also going to be the proofreader. Just make sure we have everything together. They're going to submit the thing. So we have particular time periods that we need to have things submitted by. So our proofreader is going to be the one who's going to be submitting the things at a particular time and say, okay, this is what we're working on. This is how often our group met, so on and so forth. So like, okay, that seems pretty cool. So we have more things that we have to do, but I think that we organize things fastly enough, if that's a word, quickly enough that we're able to adjust as we need to, plan as we need to, and kind of work as individuals but as a collective at the same time. And we're supporting each other too, because I've taken with one of my group mates, I know I've taken one other class with a person. Another group mate, I think I've taken like 2 classes with a person. Because I've seen their name, but it's hard to connect with people online. When your whole program is remote. So it's like I've never like talked to the person, but I was like, yeah, it's like I've seen you like post and so on and so forth. So we do have that kind of connection, but it's just not the same as if you're in like if your program is in a traditional brick and mortar. Because my school is a brick and mortar school, but we have remote options. My degree is completely remote. Thank goodness, because there's no way I can work 2 jobs and go to school at the same time. Go to campus at the same time. There's no possible way, because where? How? Unless the school is open at midnight, because it's legit midnight right now. Unless the school is open at midnight, then there's no way your boy can actually go to the brick and mortar, to the actual site. So like, it's hard to connect with people remotely, but it's possible. It just takes more intentionality, more honesty, and understanding your communication skills, and making sure that things are written clear and concise, so things aren't going to get lost in translation, because things can easily be lost in translation. But yeah, I think that we did a good job of analyzing things. For this week, we just have some readings to do, and we have a blog post to do. And with each blog post, it's usually about at least 200 words, so not very very lengthy. However, everything has to be referenced and works cited and all that fun stuff. So it does take a little bit of time. Nothing that's too crazy. And again, I've done enough classes like, okay, I know I can go on this. I know how to make sure something's scholarly with the whole APA format and everything like that. So I'm not too worried about that. Just an extra thing to do, but it gives you a good insight. And there's the topics that we're talking about are pretty interesting, because again, it's a leadership class, and one of the things I'm trying to do, particularly I still consider myself a new leader, because I've been a manager for under 2 years. In 3 months, 3 months I'll be a manager for 2 years. So I still think that I'm considered a fairly new manager. I know there's a lot of things that I can learn, about the hard skills and soft skills about managing. And I think just the more exposure I get, the more the more reps I get, quote unquote, just like I said in one of my other videos, you have to get your reps in. And I was reading that um authentic leadership book, I can understand myself, lead myself, understand others, and then lead others. I think that a combination of everything just helps me to to be a better person in general. Just to you learn about your quirks, what makes you you, how to lead yourself, how to push yourself through the hard times. Because sometimes you have to figure out how to lead yourself during the hard times. Because it gets hard to lead yourself during the hard times. You're like, I'm just tired of this and this and this. So you have to make sure that you figure out what makes you tick, pretty much, if you will. So taking this leadership class, I think is definitely going to help me, not only lead my current team, but lead myself, lead anybody that asks me for advice, and to lead my future teams, whatever those future teams look like. I think this is going to be a big benefit for all those that are going to be looking towards me for any kind of advice that I can provide. Again, I like educating, I like teaching people, I like to share the knowledge that I have. Again, this is going to get into a video something about if I should be a teacher or not. Again, I like sharing the knowledge that I have. I like to be the person that is dependable for people. Even if I don't know everything, I still like to be a dependable person, pretty much. So that's pretty much what I got for y'all tonight. Just want to sit here, chop it up with y'all a little bit. So yeah, the three main things is I'm waiting for my committee member to send my teacher an email with like, okay, no, this is enough information for 10 pages worth of work. I am going to wait until about March-ish to send, to reach out to my teacher again to say, hey, if you get a chance, you might, go ahead and send me that last reference so I can go ahead and get that stuff put in. So teachers can look at it, around June-ish, because I'm done at the end of June. And then part 3, just working on this big project I have for this class. I have a blog post tonight. I'm going to read what all my classmates already did some work on our project. So I'm going to read up what he posted and see what kind of information that he's gathered, and then I have a separate Word document that I already started, just to kind of like get my thoughts in order and kind of like have a place to put things, and then I'm going to actually put it into actual slide presentation, so it's presentable and things of that nature, and so we can just keep adding to the slide, and so it's less stuff to do that towards the end. But yeah, beginning of week 5, it's crazy, y'all. 7 weeks left, but again, I'll keep you guys updated with with school, with what's going on, how I'm doing. Again, this is something I should have started a long time ago, but like they say, better late than never. When's the best time to start to plant a tree? 20 years ago. The second best time? Right now. Later.